Politics Now, 17 News is your local election headquarters. A rally was held in downtown Bakersfield this evening in support of Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. Members of the Young Progressive Coalition gathered near the Liberty Bell to urge the community to support a change in politics. The group says it supports Sanders' call for a revolution.
That's the only way you can make a change, is if you change things from the bottom up. So what we're going to do is we're going to have political boot camps, we're going to have activities in order to raise up more progressive candidates like Bernie.
And just down the road, not too far from there, another rally was held, this one in opposition of Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. Members of the CSUB College Republicans want to make sure registered voters in Kern County get to the polls June 7th.
This year, specifically, California is going to matter in a big way in regards to the presidential election. So we want to make sure that we're encouraging our conservative voters in general to come out, especially the college vote.
With the California primary now just 2 months away, Democrats and Republicans here in Kern County are trying to unite their parties. Both groups are holding rallies right now in downtown, and that's where we find 23 ABC's Andrew Worth with the latest on their protests. Andrew.
Jackie, right now we're out here outside City Hall in downtown Bakersfield, where Republican supporters from the Republican of CSUB students are out here just showing their support for the party. But just down the street outside the Liberty Bell, there are students and supporters of the Democratic Party showing their support for Clinton and Bernie Sanders as well. These students have signs and they're just getting honks from people going by, and we'll continue to monitor what's going on, just making sure that this peaceful protest stays peaceful. But both sides are prepping to march towards one another in the next hour or so, so we'll keep you updated and bring you more on 23 ABC News at 6. Right now I'm downtown Bakersfield live. Andrew Worth, 23 ABC.
With the California primary now just 2 months away, Democrats and Republicans here in Kern County are rallying to unite their parties. And in a story we first brought you on 23 ABC News at 5, both groups are protesting in downtown Bakersfield right now. And that's where we find 23 ABC's Andrew Worth with the latest on both groups' messages tonight. Andrew?
Jackie, we're out here at First Friday where about 150 different Bernie Sanders supporters just came marching through here screaming and chanting for who they support, and we were able to grab Neil Sinapa with the YPC, and he's here just telling us what everything was going on today.
Right, so me in collaboration with the Young Progressive Coalition, I sit on their board. We do a lot of work around the community, and we officially endorsed Bernie Sanders. We wanted to come out here and really show that Bakersfield can be a place that really is progressive. There's a lot of conservatives here, and I think I got a call today from a kid that said, my whole family is Republican, and I, for a long time, didn't even know how to branch out, and from so many people liking Bernie in our community, and you throwing this march makes me feel really good because now I have an environment to develop my political beliefs. And that's what it's all about. We want to get people involved. We want to get young people involved. We have a community garden going on MLK that we're really working on, if anyone would like to help. And tomorrow at Chirac Court, 6:30, we are going to be, Chirac Court lengthwise at 6:30, we're going to be having our Young Progressive Coalition general meeting. So you guys should come out to that. If you feel the burn, if you just want to get involved in the local community, come out, because that's what we're all about, and that's what Bernie's all about. It's about changing things from the bottom up. That's what he talks about in the political revolution. Nothing can change. We had Barack Obama come president, and some stuff has changed. He's done well, but we need Bernie. We need Bernie.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So like you said, they have a meeting tomorrow, but it was great to see the two parties come together and have a very peaceful confrontation. Nothing happened, but live downtown, Andrew Worth, 23 ABC.
Earlier today, supporters and protesters of presidential candidate Bernie Sanders took to the streets in a peaceful manner, showing support for their voting party. 23 ABC's Andrew Worth joins us now from both sides with more.
That's right, Lindsay. Today, Bernie lovers and student Republicans lined Truxton Avenue to express their First Amendment right, with both sides looking to keep things peaceful. Arriving to the steps of City Hall just after 4 p.m., students from CSUB's College Republicans group calmly greeted drivers as they passed by, showing support for their party of choice.
Donald Trump is bringing a lot of voters out. Ted Cruz is bringing a lot out as well. The fact of the matter is we got 3 strong candidates on the GOP side.
Well, thankfully this year in the presidential election, California is going to matter a great deal. So that's important for us to get all of our individuals that can vote to go out and vote.
And even though the protest was peaceful, stances on certain hot topics read loud and clear.
They give too many handouts out. Problem with that is that people get dependent, people get complacent, people don't want to go out and work, and we've lost sight of the American dream because of that.
Meanwhile, a block away, supporters of the Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders prepped for a march that would take them through the streets of downtown.
As nurses, Bernie Sanders embodies our values: compassion, caring, community.
We wanted to come out here and really show that Bakersfield can be a place that really is progressive.
But the highlight for many on a day filled with freedom of speech was when the two groups came together to recognize each other's efforts.
Hey, thank you for practicing your First Amendment right today. It's about getting people involved in politics, and that's what it's about. We knew we could make this peaceful, and we are, and it's beautiful.
Leaving many like Michael Jennings in good spirits, knowing that both sides are able to believe what they do, but can still get along.
We might have different views, we may not agree about everything, but if you actually sit down and talk with folks, you'll find you actually agree about more things.
After the rallies came to an end, members of both sides made sure to include that they respected one another for the marches that were held, saying this is what our country was founded on, and they are glad they could do it peacefully. In studio, Andrew Worth, 23 ABC.
The presidential race fever is catching on in Bakersfield as dozens of supporters for Bernie Sanders rallied and marched downtown. They were met by a smaller group of college Republicans who voiced support for their own candidates. Eyewitness News reporter Jose Gaspar is here with details on what happened. Jose?
Dave, the fairly large turnout at this Bernie Sanders rally exceeded expectations, surprising even his own supporters. Sanders, of course, is running against Hillary Clinton for the Democratic Party nomination for president.
Bernie is a campaign about peace. Bernie is a campaign about love.
Around 200 people gathered at the Liberty Bell downtown. The mostly young, ethnically diverse crowd was here to support Democratic Party candidate for president Bernie Sanders, who is running against Hillary Clinton.
The purpose of the rally is to gather attention to the people of Bakersfield that we're here, that there's progressives here. It's not just a conservative county, and we're here to vote for Bernie Sanders. We're here to get him elected.
We don't need a super PAC. We got Bernie Sanders back.
The crowd then began marching from the Liberty Bell to I Street, where they were met by 8 members of college Republicans at Cal State.
Tell me what democracy looks like!
The college Republican group said they were there to protest against Sanders and to show support for Republican candidates. But instead of fists, Bernie Sanders supporters gave them flowers and a hug.
This is what democracy looks like. People talking, not fighting.
The Bernie Sanders supporters actually came up and hugged you guys and gave you a flower.
Well, they did. We knew there weren't going to be any problems, and there wasn't.
But that's just how Bernie is. You know, Bernie was a hippie back in the 60s, so he's all about love and peace, and we just want to take that to the counter-protesters. Instead of meeting them with hate, we met them with love.
The march went on to the First Friday event downtown, and more young people joined in. So what is it about Bernie Sanders that drew you out here?
Just everything about him. He's very caring for the youth. He's very I feel like he's in it to be a good person and not for the game of politics.
The latest numbers show Hillary Clinton with a sizable lead in the number of delegates needed to win the nomination, but Sanders supporters say they are confident he can still catch up. Rochelle?